It was pretty intense before the tow, but definitely getting close to that 31st of August date, it was pretty stressful, fun, and emotional at the same time.
When they started the project, the whole port was concerned. They said, well, it's an old vessel, it could sink. I felt very good that the structure, they wouldn't let us move the vessel if the structure was bad. The excitement about the unknown, the excitement about getting to move it. I was surprised at the number of people that were there that morning.
Most of the people were staying on the vessel the night before, just because operations started at 3:30 in the morning.
We pulled it out just like you would pulling out into the street from your driveway, swung the bow around to port, and then slowed everything down, released that push boat, and we had made up with the actual primary bow tug, which did the primary towing down the ship channel.
The vessel wanted to go to starboard probably more than I thought it would, and so we were always adjusting for that.
You know, once we're in the channel, you're feeling all those emotions, that excitement of like, yes, she's moving, we're doing this. You know, then it comes the next wave of a little bit of anxiety of, okay, we're in the channel now, it's time to start going downriver. As the ship progressed down the channel and time passed, you know, that anxiety started to diminish, and we saw that the ship was not taking on additional water.
I said, Travis, how much water are we leaking? And he said, Bruce, you're not gonna believe this. We're not leaking any more water than we do on a normal day sitting in the slip. The 2 points within the tow that were the most concerning for ourselves and the pilots was the initial pull out of the San Jacinto berth, but then making the turn into the Galveston ship channel properly, because what we were doing at that point, we came down with an ebb current based on the time of day, and once we turned the ship broadside with that ebb current, there was a possibility that current would end up taking the ship towards offshore instead of actually making that turn getting into the ship channel. But the Galveston pilots made a wonderful maneuver there, used a lot of the ship's momentum to get into that turn and then and get through that ebb current, pushing the opposite direction. We saw everybody in Galveston, you know, watching us. The tugboats were kind enough to have some water cannons shot off. When all ships are built, they have a design blocking plan. That docking plan actually did not work out too well because we were actually coming in and trying to reskin a lot of the ship, and so we needed more access. So we used that as well as a basis from when it was docked in 1988 as well, and then we used some naval architects to verify the structural integrity of proposed blocking plan to make sure we weren't overloading either any particular block, which actually then puts the force into the pontoon deck on the dock, nor were we overloading any particular spot on the ship. In this particular operation, we actually had to submerge the dock one more time, reposition, and then come up, verify again, and then we ended up doing the final deballasting, where that's actually where we raised up the last, say, 20, 25 feet of lifting to the entire dock.
Walking on the deck of the floating dry dock and looking up at the ship, walking through the sally port and just seeing nothing but Battleship hull, it's been the fruition of 15 years of dreaming and planning and hard work to make that happen.
No one is an expert on a 110-year-old battleship. Even though we were prepared for the worst and we knew that we had a solid plan for everything, we were facing a lot of unknowns.
People are looking, people are interested, people are pulling for us. You know, they're saying prayers for us that we're successful. I think that's why we're standing here today, frankly, is a whole lot of people want to know, tell us how you did it. How in the world did y'all pull this off? And we're clearly not done. We still have lots of work to do. We still have to answer the question, where's the new home going to be? I think that's the last big piece to this puzzle. And I think we're going to have that answer sooner than later.